Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran is pursuing a nuclear agreement with the US that delivers economic benefits for both sides, days before a second round of talks between Tehran and Washington. Iranian Foreign Ministry official Hamid Ganbari said that for the sake of an agreement's durability, it is essential that the US also benefits in areas with high and quick economic returns. He said common interests in the oil and gas fields, joint fields, mining investments, and even aircraft purchases are included in the negotiations, arguing that the 2015 nuclear pact with world powers had not secured US economic interests. Iran says it is open to compromises to reach a nuclear agreement with the United States if Washington is willing to discuss lifting sanctions. In an interview with the BBC, Deputy Foreign Minister Majid Takht Ravanchi said Tehran is prepared to consider limits on its nuclear program in exchange for sanctions relief. However, he reiterated that Iran will not link the nuclear issue to other matters, including its missile program. Israel's cabinet has approved further measures to tighten Israel's control over the occupied West Bank and make it easier for settlers to buy land, a move Palestinians called a de facto annexation. Ministers voted in favour of beginning a process of land registration for the first time since 1967, a week after approving another series of measures in the West Bank that drew international condemnation. Far-right Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich said they are continuing the revolution of settlement and strengthening their hold across all parts of their land. President Donald Trump says member states of the new Board of Peace will pledge more than $5 billion for Gaza reconstruction and humanitarian aid at a meeting on Thursday. In a post on Truth Social, he said thousands of personnel have also been committed to a UN-authorised stabilisation force for the region. The initiative follows a Security Council resolution backing the post-war plan for Gaza. At least 11 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli airstrikes across the northern and southern Gaza Strip. Medics said an airstrike on a tent encampment sheltering displaced families killed at least 4 people. Health officials reported that another strike in Han Yunis in southern Gaza left 5 dead, and another person was shot dead in the north. Airstrikes also targeted what was thought to be an ally of Hamas in Tel al-Hawa neighbourhood of Gaza City. Israel's military said the strikes were carried out in response to what it described as ceasefire violations by Hamas. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has reflected a feeling of profound change among European leaders at this weekend's Munich Security Conference, when she said that some lines have been crossed that cannot be uncrossed anymore. US President Trump's push to annex Greenland, and with the Russia-Ukraine war about to enter its 5th year and Moscow viewed as an increasing threat by its European neighbours, leaders from the continent declared they would accelerate efforts to boost their own defences and rely less on the US. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says European allies will deliver new energy and military aid within 10 days, ahead of the February 24 invasion anniversary. In a social media post, he said agreements were reached in Munich with leaders of the Berlin format. Talking about the scale of the attacks Ukraine has been enduring, Zelenskyy said Russia launched more than 1,000 drones and bombs in the past week alone. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.